on you. Welcome to become an expert of computer vision. We start this journey from very specific, that is image processing. We had covered in the previous tutorial that how can we save image in Excel format. In today's tutorial we will resume our task from that, how draw basic drawings. Within an image we might like to draw certain figures. These figures can be simple such as a line or complex such ellipse. Let's look at some basic drawings using the skimage drawing class called draw. Let's start from line. The line function is used to draw a simple line on an image. In the code, the first two parameters indicate the first point. The last two parameters indicate the second point. A line is then drawn using these points. We can then change the pixel values of the line so we are able to see the line on the image. Second task of drawing which we want to implement is rectangle. To draw a rectangle we use the function polygon. We can draw not only rectangle, but any kind of polygon we want. All we have to do is give x and y coordinates, then define the width and the height. In the code you see, I use the function rectangle. It returns a shape with pixel values that we change, as I discussed in the first code, that is example of line. Very interesting. We had complete two tasks, that line and rectangle. Now we moves on to our third task which is circle. The circle function is used to draw a circle. In the code you see, the first two arguments indicate the position of the circle inside the image. The last argument indicate the radius. Fourth task is to draw a Bezier curve. To draw a Bezier curve we using the function Bezier_curve. We need to indicate the position of 3 or more control points that then shape the curve. You see in the code the first 6 arguments define 3 points. The last arguments defines the tension present in the line. You can play with different values, change the curve. Okay, thank once again. Now we moves on to the fifth task which is doing gamma correction. To perform gamma correction of an image, based on the display instrument we use exposure class in skimage. The exposure class contains a function called adjust_gamma which you see in the code, and which we use to give an image as an input and the final gamma value that we want, so finally we get a gamma corrected image. Okay, next step is sixth step, which is rotating, shifting, and scaling image. Sometimes we may want to rotate an image or change its size. To do this, we use the transform class in the skimage module, which you see in the second line of code. This class mean transform class in the skimage module. Transform has two functions, number 1 is rotate and number 2 is resize, which you see fourth line of code in the block of code and also fourth line of code in the second block of code. Rotate function takes the degree of rotation as its parameters, while the function resize takes the new size as its parameter. We will explore many more about image processing like determining structural similarity in the next tutorial. Subscribe, like, and share my efforts. Thanks for valuable time.